Number 10. Madonna. What is there to say about this woman's career? Madonna has been stuck in our heads since we first heard her hits like Material Girls and Crazy for You. What may have also gotten stuck in your head though was just how gorgeous this woman once was. In the 1980s, Madonna was well known for her stylish duds and big blonde hair, at times channeling some serious Marilyn Monroe energy. It was unfortunate that Madonna felt the need to fall into the world of plastic surgery and injections as she got older. Photo comparisons from the 80s to now showcase the major changes, with her forehead appearing to be pushed out as well as her cheeks and her lips being filled with enough Botox to give her the appearance of someone wearing a mask of Madonna over their own face. What's more is this combination seems to have molded her eyes into the almond shape of the cat. Fans have always been left wondering what she may have looked like if she never got any surgery. Would she still be a material girl, or would that material be riddled with stain? Number 9. Kendall Jenner. There have been rumors about the Kardashian crew getting cosmetic surgery since the moment that they first appeared on our screens. Each and every member of that family are accused of having either a nose job or cheek fillers, but Kendall has one noticeable difference that stands out from the rest. In side-by-sides, Kendall's eyes are actually a little bit larger than they once were, as well as more almond-shaped. Several doctors have chimed in online and claimed that there is no way she could have achieved this look by simply using cosmetics, unless they have some kind of a magical substance that yanks your face back, but it probably exists, but that's still very suspicious. Number 8. Bella Hadid. Bella is actually one of the main reasons that this surgery has become so popular. When you compare photos of Bella 10 years ago to ones taken this year, it's night and day. Not only have her cheeks noticeably shrunken and become more toned, but her eyes are more almond shaped and cat-like. Bella was one of the first people to openly admit to receiving the treatment as a way to further enhance her already obvious beauty. Bella has been drenched in plastic surgery rumors for a long time. In 2018, she clapped back at her so-called haters, telling them that she was horrified of what plastic surgery may do to her face. While cat eye is not considered to be plastic surgery, it's still an invasion of one of the most sensitive areas of your face. But I guess that's okay. As long as nothing gets injected into her eyeball, everything's fine. Number 7. Selena Gomez. The former Wizards of Waverly Place star has been dodging surgery rumors left and right for a very long time. Fans have noticed her face changing over the years. The side-by-sides from her Disney days show drastic changes in her facial features. Not only does she clearly have some kind of a cheek filler, but her eyes are much more cat-like than the original form. Selena has admitted to using skincare products in the past designed to enhance features without the need of invasive surgery. However, no foundation on this earth can give Selena the features that she currently possesses. It comes as no surprise that Selena is actually a spokesperson for several beauty and cosmetic brands and has adamantly denied that she has received any kind of major surgeries. She's been shutting down rumors left and right for a very long time, even deleting photos from Instagram because they received such massive slews of negative comments. While it's never been confirmed if she actually received any work, just watching her on screen these days is enough to prove that the young Alex Russo we once knew has vanished into thin air. Number 6. Nicki Minaj. When it comes to Nicki Minaj and plastic surgery, she only has one response. What's good? No, she just denies it. Rumors have been flying around since the moment she first appeared on our screens and stages. Over the years, fans claim to have inside information that Nicki has received cheek implants, both in her face and her backside, with one of her closest friends turning on her in 2013 and claiming that she was given the 411 on the big old buns. But as with many things involving her looks, Nicki denies any enhancements of any kind. However, it doesn't take a super sleuth to realize that she has totally received some kind of work on her face. Side-by-sides show that Nicki did not have naturally shaped almond eyes when she first appeared on our screens. She may have never confirmed the surgery with her lips, but most certainly did with her eyes, because they're not the right shape now. Number 5. Ariana Grande. We have accepted that the former Nickelodeon star may have had some subtle procedures such as fillers or maybe even a rhinoplasty done. The jury's still out on whether or not she's had a nose job, as Ariana has never confirmed this and actually went as far to denying it on Twitter, although she does have a habit of sometimes editing her nose on Instagram, so it's kinda wishy-washy. We can't ignore the changes that we have seen in the past few years. The Santa Tell Me singer has been rumored to have had even more cosmetic procedures procedures towards the end of 2022, causing her to look almost unrecognizable. The redhead that we all loved on Victorious and Sam and Cat seems to be a totally different person now. Ariana's eyes are more almond shaped, and she now has dimples in her cheeks when she smiles that she just never used to have. Ariana has never confirmed if she's received the surgery or not, but the face that we all knew and loved is hidden behind this new Ariana. Number 4. Kim Basinger. The 69-year-old actress and former model's face has looked suspiciously smooth and wrinkle-free in recent years, leaving many to believe that she's had some work done. A few years ago, a plastic surgeon named Dr. Omar Tillo weighed in on it to express his side, and he said that he thinks that she's received Botox, cat eye surgery, and dermal fillers. He claimed that if you look at previous photos, you can see apparent lines and wrinkles around Kim's eyes. These could be treated with anti-wrinkle injectables such as Botox. She also has clear lines around her mouth, which could be the result of being smoothed out with dermal fillers. Kim's skin also seems to be fresher with a more even complexion. This could be due to several factors, such as laser treatments. A second expert named Reza Nizab agreed and added that he believed she might have also had a fat transfer or a facelift. This could explain the almond-shaped eyes behind the massive cheeks. Back in 2012, Kim's daughter, Ireland Baldwin, insisted that her mother had not received any plastic surgery, while calling her the most naturally beautiful woman there ever was or will be. Ladies, if you want to avoid Botox and any other skin treatment, he said, ladies, if you want to avoid Botox or other skin treatments, listen to my mom. She hasn't had one treatment done because she stayed completely out of the sun all these years. Yeah, she wrote that on Instagram. I don't think that's true. Kim herself has never actually addressed the speculation surrounding her looks, but number 3, Renee Zellweger. When we first met Renee in the cult classic Empire Records, she was a baby face with bangs and brown lipstick, but nowadays she is unrecognizable. After making a name for herself starring as Bridget Jones, she continued to star in several comedies and romantic flicks alongside performers like Jim Carrey, Keanu Reeves, and Tom Cruise. In 2019, she reinvented herself, appearing on the show What If on Netflix. Fans were shocked to see the differences between her 90s glory and her current state. Her eyes were noticeably smaller, her cheeks were more pronounced, and according to several sources, she had received cat eye surgery a few years back to help combat the effects of aging. What it accidentally did was make it so that Renee always looked like she's squinting. While she delivered a solid performance on the show, fans were distracted by the stiff facial features of their main actor. Number 2, Catherine Zeta-Jones. When she attended the premiere of Entrapment in June 1999, she had the beginnings of crow's feet, especially when she smiled, but as the years went by, it seemed like the crow's feet vanished into thin air. By the time this past year rolled around and she made a return to the mainstream starring as Morticia Addams in the Netflix series Wednesday, she was a completely different human being. Her skin was so smooth and her eyes were smaller than they once were, looking exactly like you would picture a person with fresh cat eye surgery to look. Catherine was rumored to have received surgery after she was photographed entering a clinic in Beverly Hills. She's never actually confirmed that she received this specific surgery, but it's pretty impossible to hide the obvious changes in the shape and condition of your face. Number 1, Jocelyn Wildenstein. This New York socialite is no stranger to the world of media. Ever since the mid-1990s, she's been famous around the world for being a literal cat woman, having received so many plastic surgeries that she now resembles a cat. I don't know, she looks more like a lion to me, but lion woman doesn't have as nice of a ring to it. Her journey started with the titular cat eye surgery, but it was just the first in many steps to get that perfect face. According to her friends and family, the surgeries were not intended to give her a Barbie-like face, but rather that of a lynx, which had apparently been her pet for a while. While she wasn't famous for a long time, it was the photos that were shared following her divorce from husband Alec that got her into the mainstream. Most of the attention was drawn to her looks, and she was quickly dubbed the Catwoman by the entire world. Despite being worth millions of dollars, Jocelyn has faced financial struggles over the past few years, and at one point even being sued by American Express for owing them $70,000 in credit. Her cat eyes may be trapped behind a massive layer of plastic and silicone, but they will always be the first step taken down the rocky road.
Keep Keeping up with the ever-changing beauty trends of Hollywood is tough and leaves many with regrets. Here are 10 A-list celebs that feel that they had ruined their face with plastic surgery at some point. In an appearance on Running Wild with Bear Grylls in 2016, Friends star Courtney Cox revealed she regrets getting some filler. During her appearance on their survival skills reality TV show, Courtney Cox said, "Getting older is not the easiest, but I have learned lessons. I think I was trying to keep up with being older. I have done things I regret, and luckily there are things that dissolve and go away, so that's good, but that's not always my best look." She did let those things dissolve shortly after. Quite a bit later, in a 2022 interview with the Sunday Times, Courtney revealed that she thought she looked really strange after getting her procedures, and that what she had done to her face she would never do now. Kenny Rogers is an absolutely iconic man, known for hits like She Believes in Me and Don't Fall in Love with a Dreamer. The late singer has fans all over the world. Most fans were shocked when Rogers revealed a pretty major transformation in the early 2000s. His 2013 memoir, Luck or Something Like It, Rogers gives an explanation as to why he got the facial procedures done, saying that he did it because he was trying to keep up with the younger stars coming in and wanted a bit of a revamp. A 2012 visit to CBS This Morning echoed this sentiment. He also shared in this 2012 interview that he regrets it. He said, "I had the money to do it and I had time off and I regret that. But the truth is, I don't know what I would have looked like if I hadn't done it." The part that he has gone on record saying that he regrets the most was his eye job. This happened in a 2006 interview with People. He said that the eye job was too tight around the eyelids for him and that it drives him crazy. But he had found the humor in the situation thanks to friend Dolly Parton, the country queen herself and Rogers' duet partner on the hit track Islands in the Stream. Apparently, Dolly used to tease him about the various surgeries. In an interview with Anderson Cooper, Kenny Rogers confirms all of this, saying, "Dolly and I used to laugh about it. I think he looks just fine after, but I can understand why he might have been upset with the after pictures." Khloe Kardashian has famously admitted that she was not happy with some of her procedures, specifically the fillers she had done in her face in 2015. According to the Daily Mail, Khloe allegedly said, "It did not work for me, I looked crazy, and I still think the effects are in there. I went to have it all dissolved like 3 times. The fillers were done shortly before then-husband Lamar Odom's accident. Khloe revealed that when she had spoken to her doctor about the mess-up fillers, he said, "I think it's just too much was happening to your real emotions, so she tried to get the fillers dissolved." Khloe was overall not thrilled about the situation, saying, "It was a bummer, and now I'm afraid to do it again, and I'm almost like I swear things are still in my face." The entire thing was a pretty major reveal to Kardashian-Jenner fans, as Khloe has adamantly denied having any filler in the past. Just recently, Khloe has confirmed that she has had a nose job and has one regret about it, that she didn't do it sooner. That was shared via her Twitter accounts. Cameron Diaz disliked the way Botox made her look. She revealed this fact in a 2014 interview with Entertainment Tonight. The star of Charlie's Angels and Shrek shared that she has tried Botox before, where it was like a tiny little touch of something. It changed her face in such a weird way. She'd rather see her face aging than a face that doesn't belong to her at all. She went on to say that she doesn't want to smooth out the smile lines because that means she's smiled her whole life. While Botox might not be the choice for Cameron Diaz, she has no judgment towards people who do choose to get Botox. Ariana Grande is in a similar boat. In her Vogue Beauty Secret tutorial that was posted to Vogue's YouTube on September 12, 2023, Ariana shared that she has had a ton of lip fillers over the years and Botox, but now she's over and done with it. Ariana has disclosed that she wants to now see herself age naturally. Like Cameron Diaz, Ariana Grande wants to see her well-earned cry lines and smile lines. She continued to share that she stopped all those procedures back in 2018 because, in her words, she felt like hiding because it felt too much. While she did seem to be done for now, she isn't ruling anything out for the future. She's leaving the door open for the possibility of a facelift, but not for a long time, like at least 10 years. But even then, it's only a maybe, so we'll check back in a decade. Star of The Hills, actress Heidi Montag has made many headlines, but specifically in the field of cosmetic surgery. She is known for undergoing 10 surgeries in one day in 2000. 2010. 10 in one day at age 23. For the face specifically, she had a brow lift, Botox, and a chin reduction, plus more. In a 2012 interview with Access Hollywood Live, Heidi revealed she was definitely way in over her head, and she only wanted a few enhancements and then it kind of got out of hand. Further going on to say, I wasn't really told the repercussions and what would happen, emotionally and physically, and the pain I would be in. It was kind of a shock. As of that 2012 interview, Heidi hadn't received any additional work, wanting to focus on being healthy, alive, and strong in her words. Right after these surgeries, she was open to more, but that has changed, especially more recently. In a 2019 interview with Cosmopolitan, Heidi shared her 32-year-old perspective on things, saying, I was way too young to make such life-changing decisions, and I was under so much pressure because it was the beginning of comment sections and negativity and hate on the internet. Being in the Hollywood spotlight is never easy, and I'm glad she has found peace with the situation. Jennifer Grey has regretted her nose job that she received in 1989, not necessarily because it didn't look good. I think she looks great either way. It's just when she changed her nose, it changed her whole face, and she was suddenly unrecognizable. This decision went on to hurt her career. She had just done the iconic film Dirty Dancing, yet she wasn't getting hired much after in Hollywood, probably because she looked so different. At least, that is what Jennifer Grey thinks. She said, I went into the operating room a celebrity and came out anonymous, going further, saying, I'll always be this once famous actress nobody recognizes because of a nose job. Though it was hard for her to get roles, she wasn't completely out of the game. She had some guest appearances on Friends and House, as well as a few TV movies. She did famously win the 2010 season of Dancing with the Stars. Makes sense. Kylie Jenner has one of the most famous pouts in the world, making a considerable amount of money off the lip kits she created, so you can have one too. However, she hasn't always loved her lips. It's no secret that Kylie has had lip injections, but in a 2016 interview with Allure, and also her sister, Kim Kardashian, Kylie admitted that she definitely made her lips a little too big at one point. Kim agreeing with her. Kylie did explain herself, saying, I got excited and I felt I needed to do a lot, and then you guys were like, Kylie, you need to chill, and then I had to go back and have it fixed, and it was a crazy process. Thank God I didn't end up on Botched. She regrets going overboard with the filler, but not getting it in the first place. Kylie's lips have definitely become a main part of her brand now, and I think they look great, and she seems way happier with them now. Just recently, on March 8th, Kylie sat down with the New York Times and shared some insight how she feels now, saying, it's just years and years of not feeling like my face or looks are accepted. There's nothing anyone could ever say now that would hurt me. Melanie Griffith is known for working girl Lolita and giving birth to Madam Web herself, Dakota Johnson. Love Dakota, but this ain't about her. Melanie Griffith sat down with Vanity Fair in 2017 to discuss life, love, and her past plastic surgeries. She said she hadn't noticed something was up with the procedures and the amount she was receiving until outside parties started pointing things out. Griffith shared she was hurt by constant comments like, oh my god, what has she done? And decided to take matters into her own hands. She started visiting a different doctor to get everything fixed up. She went on to say, I went to a different doctor and he started dissolving all of this stuff that this other doctor had put in. Hopefully, I look more normal now. I think she looks great and is rocking it on the red carpet. She has appeared alongside her daughter Dakota on a few and has been in a few films more recently, like The Disaster Artist. She was also in Stuart Little 2 as a little bird. That's not on topic or important at all, but it is important to me. Sharon Osbourne seriously regretted a 5-hour facelift she had back in 2021. In her own words, she thought she looked like a cyclops because one eye was different to the other. She was able to joke about the situation, saying, all I need is a hunchback. The TV personality told the Sunday Times that the procedure was a full facelift and that she looked like one of those mummies that they wrap with bandages. It's a few years later though, and Sharon Osbourne, in my opinion, doesn't look like these descriptions at all. She looks great right now. Well, she was, and I cannot stress this enough, not very happy with the results, and neither was her husband, Ozzy Osbourne. He told her, I don't care how much it costs, we'll get it redone. And she did. Sharon did have to wait until her face was fully healed before she could head back in the room, but eventually she was able to go back in and have everything corrected. Sharon is no stranger to cosmetic procedures and has openly spoken about the ones she's received in the past. While speaking to The Times, she revealed that she has had a tummy tuck, lifts to multiple body parts, breast implants, and Botox, as well as 3 facelifts. But it looks like Sharon Osbourne might be done with it all. In an interview with The Sun in April of 2023, she reveals that the previously aforementioned disaster facelift has put me off and it frightens me. I really pushed it with the last facelift and I am now like, no more.
In at number 10, Steven Tyler. Steven Tyler did not intend on going under the knife when he did, but once he needed to get some procedures done, he thought he would kill two birds with one stone. After he fell in the shower while in Paraguay in 2011, he needed plastic surgery done to fix the damage. But since he needed reconstruction anyways, he felt it was the perfect time to fix some insecurities. He told Today that he went into the hospital and quote, "They stitched up my eye, they did a little plastic surgery, and they fixed my tooth all in one fell swoop." In at number 9, Ashton Kutcher. Ashton Kutcher has been in the industry for a long time, and since he started acting and modeling, it's been rumored that he underwent a nose job before he got famous. Apparently before getting his breakout role on That 70s Show, the actor's team thought his nose was too large, and it hurt his chances of getting roles. Reportedly because of this, he changed the size and shape of his nose. According to 100 Plastic Surgery, Kutcher reportedly got 2 surgical treatments. First when he was in high school, the second one later on when he was pursuing a modeling career. Another rumor has swirled that he's also gotten jaw implants. When comparing Ashton to his brother Michael, there is a noticeable difference in their jaws, leading some to believe he's either gotten fillers or implants to make his jaw more pronounced. In at number 8, Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson was once voted the most handsome man in the world, based on a metric that measures lengths of key facial features like the nose and lips. However, it's widely believed that he is not all natural. The Twilight star apparently had a rhinoplasty to adjust the bridge and tip of his nose before going on screen. It was reported that back when he was modeling, he stopped getting callbacks and blamed it on his nose. Pattinson has not confirmed this, but it doesn't stop anyone from speculating. It was also reported that he got liposuction. During the filming of Twilight, it was rumored that he wasn't as fit as he was supposed to be, so he got liposuction to look his best on camera. Then makeup artists would paint on a six-pack. He's also been accused of getting jaw implants because he is known for having a very pronounced jaw. And at number 7, Ryan Gosling. This hunk who stole the hearts of women in the movie The Notebook is another that's been accused of getting a nose job. Beauty blogger Michelle Villette has accused Gosling of having gone under the knife to straighten, thin, and refine his nose early in his career. Villette said, quote, "Do you think his nose is a little thinner, shorter, straighter, and less projecting now?" She compared photos of him during his Mickey Mouse days in the 90s to current photos of him from the 2000s, and she noticed a huge difference, adding, quote, "The bridge looks straighter, so it's possible that he may have already had work done by this point, or he had repeat nose jobs." A plastic surgeon agreed. When giving their 2 cents, the plastic surgeon said, quote, "In Ryan's case, his nose at the beginning of his career is significantly wider at the bridge and has a prominent hump. Fast forward 10 years and both of these features appear altered." And at number 6, Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt is one of the best looking men in Hollywood, and he got a small procedure that dramatically changed the shape of his face. It's been reported that when he was young, Pitt got a otoplasty, which is work on the ears. In his case, Pitt pinned his ears back to stop them from sticking out. If you compare photos of him then to now, it's clear that there has been a huge change with his ears. The change is pretty subtle and you might not have noticed if you weren't looking, but it's clear there has been some change. Also, when he was younger, Pitt always had longer hair that covered his ears, but after the procedure, he opted for a short-haired, spiky look that was trendy at the time. Halfway number 5, Zac Efron. Zac Efron also has been rumored to have underwent a nose job at the beginning of his career. He also had some work done to fix a gap tooth that he had while he was younger. This is one that's impossible to deny because the photo evidence just speaks for itself. As Efron got older and needed to look older to get more serious roles, he decided to not only hit the gym and become buff to lose his baby face, he also removed this gap. More recently, after Zac appeared on a Facebook Watch event for Bill Nye's Earth Day musical, the internet was set ablaze with rumors that he had gotten more cosmetic surgery to change his face. The lower half of the actor's face looked much more prominent, including his jaw and lips, which both looked to be fuller. Many Twitter users speculated that Efron may have gotten cosmetic surgery, like bad Botox or fillers. One TikTok doctor even thought that Efron could have recently got his wisdom teeth removed. Zac has not commented on the situation, but one of his best friends spoke out and denied rumors of the plastic surgery. And at number 4, Michael Douglas. Since he is married to Catherine Zeta-Jones, who is significantly younger than him, it's not a stretch to think that Douglas would have had some work done to look younger. According to the Daily Mail, it was reported that Douglas had Botox and a face augmentation or facelift in 2003 before the birth of his daughter. In 2005, these rumors surfaced once again when photos of the couple arriving in Barbados went viral because you could clearly see scars on both sides of his face, a telltale sign of a facelift. According to The Inquisitor, Douglas's publicist said in a statement that the cuts were due to the removal of a non-cancerous lesion rather than the result of plastic surgery. Catherine Zeta-Jones has stated that she supports getting plastic surgery, so the door is open to believe that her or her husband might have received some enhancements. And at number 3, Josh Hutcherson. Josh Hutcherson got a nose job in 2012, and this one is not speculation because he tweeted out confirming that he got the work done. After going under the knife to fix a deviated septum, he tweeted, quote, "Just had surgery to fix my broken nose. Recovery sucks. Thank God for a marathon on Lifetime. # the client list." He was seen out in bandages days after the surgery, but revealed his new look after being okayed by his doctor. Hutcherson was quite swollen following the procedure but looked to be in good spirits. Josh initially told his Twitter followers that he had the procedure to treat a broken nose, but later told TMZ that he went under the knife to fix a deviated septum, adding that his right nostril was 90% blocked and he had to get it fixed so he could breathe properly. Since it doesn't appear that his nose looks any different, it doesn't look like he got any cosmetic work done while he was getting the septoplasty. And at number 2, Mickey Rourke. Mickey Rourke is not a surprise to be on this list because he's been very open about his botched plastic surgery. Back in the day, he was a very successful actor, but after multiple botched surgeries, his career took a hit. In the early 90s, Rourke decided to take a break from his acting career and pursue a boxing career. He was a good fighter and won a lot of his matches, but his face paid the real price. After facial damage from the boxing, he underwent multiple surgeries to look how he had before. However, the botched surgeries temporarily hurt his acting prospects. He told the Daily Mail about the surgeries, quote, "Most of it was to mend the mess of my face because of the boxing, but I went to the wrong guy to put my face back together," saying that he broke his nose twice and had 5 surgeries to repair it, along with a smashed cheekbone. After correcting a lot of botched surgeries, Rourke's career is beginning to pick up once again, but he isn't done going under the knife. In October of 2017, he revealed on Instagram that he underwent yet another nose job to correct prior work, writing, quote, "Now I am pretty again." And finally, number 1, Enrique Iglesias. Enrique Iglesias decided to get a small change that dramatically changed his appearance. In 2003, he decided to get a mole from his face removed. At this point, he was already very famous, and the mole was well known by fans, but he decided to get it done after learning how easy the procedure was. He told Entertainment Weekly, quote, "I went to the doctor one day and he said I could have it removed in 5 minutes. I thought about it and asked, what are the consequences if I do it or if I don't? I don't really care. But the doctor told me at the time that the mole could cause cancer, so I thought, okay, go ahead, take it." Over time, he also has not showed any signs of aging, so it's rumored that he's had treatments like Botox and filler to mitigate these signs of aging.